Hi, everybody. Today I want to talk to you about my journey with Faster Way to Fat Loss and my experience with the program. My name is Giselle Taminez. I am the mother of three girls. I have a daughter about to go off to college and two girls in preschool. And I'm a commercial real estate executive. I live in the DC area and I live a very fast paced life and very busy, obviously, with three girls, very different ages, and a successful career. And To go back to a little bit about my journey with Faster Way to Fat Loss, I guess I should go back and say I started following Amanda Trest, the creator of the program, about 6 years ago. I was pregnant with my 5-year-old daughter, and she was pregnant with her son. And I did a search with a fit pregnancy on Instagram, and she came up. And I started following her back then, and I've been fascinated with the way she's grown in her business as a woman. I mean, at that time, I believe she had a job, and she was doing like internet marketing, like as a part-time job, and doing fitness training. So some of the things she's already talked about, but I've been watching her whole process. And when she started talking about the program, I was fascinated. But I've also been a vegetarian for 30 years. So it from just listening, and not really knowing about the program, I thought maybe it was more keto-like, and I was very concerned. I was like, would I be able to do this? I don't really, I don't eat meat. So I was very hesitant. But last spring, when they launched the vegan cookbook, I was like, well, if vegans can do this, and I eat a lot of vegan meals, but I'm not vegan. I'm a little more flexible. I said, then I think I can certainly do this. So I jumped on the bandwagon because I've always struggled with weight. I had some eating disorder struggles as a teenager and probably into my early 20s. And throughout my whole life, ever since I was a teenager, I have taken weight loss pills from time to time if I wanted to lose weight. And the last time I took them, which was probably like 7 years ago, they gave me heart palpitations, and it was very scary, and it's not healthy, and I know that, I've I like real food. I like nutritious food. I'm very woo woo in other aspects of my life. I knew that was not the right way to go. And then having my two, after I had my daughters, I committed not to doing that again. I said, if I lose weight again, if I decide to get in shape and lose the weight, because I never went back to my pre-pregnancy weight afterwards. I kept like a good 15, 20 pounds. I figured I would not, I committed to doing a healthy way, and just sticking to diet and exercise to achieve the weight. Um, so that is what I did. I mean, I waited a long time because the first years it's hard juggling all those kids and jobs and all sorts of things. So when I decided to jump the bandwagon, I did it because I wanted to get in shape. But I did not realize and had not really made the connection of how my diet was affecting my health. The reality is that I was struggling energetically. I was in a bad shape. Like, it was hard to get out of bed, really hard to get out of bed. I would snooze my alarm for like an hour. I had like totally energy depleted. I had been suffering from chronic insomnia for years. And then with babies, it was just like even worse. But I did not join Faster Way to Fat Loss with any expectations that changing my diet would have a positive effect on those two things that I was so used to going through, when we get used to our reality, so we at some point assume that that's just normal life, when in reality, no, you shouldn't be struggling to get out of bed. Like, you should actually wake up refreshed with, ready to face your day and live your life. But I jumped on the bandwagon, very excited. Also, because of the workouts, I am not a cardio person. I like weights. I like hit training as well. So I was excited, And then when I started, I was so surprised, because let me tell you, by probably the third or the fourth day that I eliminated gluten, I was sleeping through the night. And since then, now I know, like, if at some point I go back to like eating gluten for 2 or 3 days, um, I don't feel like I need to eliminate it 100%, but I just have to have it very, you know, once in a blue moon, I can have some, I don't, it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable, but I just know, like, if I eat bread 2 days in a row, like, then Giselle, you're just not going to get to sleep the third night. Like, that's just not going to happen. Um, And then I started feeling with so much energy, like, ever since I incorporated the principles of the program into my life, just I feel like an entirely different person. A year ago, I just can't even imagine what I was going through now. And I think that has been, for me, it was like the biggest aha moment, and then the biggest push for me to want to share this with other women. Because, listen, I'm going to turn 44 years old in June of this year. And yes, I want to be in shape. I like feeling strong. I'm still in my journey. I'm not done. I'm not where I want to be. But I think after a certain age, you get to a certain level of confidence that it's just not, it's not. I mean, I think if everyone wanted to be thin, everyone would be thin or fit, But I think at a certain age, you want to look good, but damn, you really want to feel good. Like, you want to feel like you can take on the world, and you want to be energized, and you want to feel like you have a drive. And that is what Faster Way to Fat Loss has done for me. And for that, I am eternally grateful. I mean, I think if during the program, I had not lost 1 pound, just because it's made such a big change in my energy and life, I would have kept on going, just because it's just been so, so good. So again, that was my main drive. And then, and the greatest surprise in joining the program. Then I guess I can share the other aspects that have been very attractive to me about the program. One, it's whole food nutrition. Again, as I said, I have been vegetarian for 30 years. I will honestly say that during my college years and for a good portion of my life, I wasn't even a vegetarian. I would say I was literally a carbitarian, because that's exactly what I ate. Yeah, like, I would do like a salad a week, and then like I'll bring all the bread and maybe chips or whatever. I mean, definitely not good nutrition. And then as I got older, I became more conscious, and I eat a ton of veggies, a ton of fruits, but I wasn't eating the right macros for what my body needed. And I wasn't aware of that. It wasn't until I got into the program and I had to be intentional about what I was eating. I had my doubts that obviously, I wasn't at my right weight. But also, because I'm a vegetarian, then protein has never been a priority in my diet. And a lot of the protein that I was probably getting from rice and beans, then it's very carb heavy. And I love my fat. Not that I eat fried food really, but I love nuts and I love avocados. So once I got down to putting in my macros, I realized obviously that my diet tends to be very high in carbs and very high in fats. And if I'm not intentional in moments that I have gone off the program, like on vacation or holidays, if I'm not intentional, that's exactly where I go. maybe because, fats are filling and carbs is what's most available if like you're traveling overseas and, um, and you need to have food and you don't eat meat. So that was a huge finding for me. And it's something I still have to be intentional about, but it's definitely made a huge difference. I'm definitely a lot more conscious of what I'm putting in my mouth. And that has resulted that, um, I got off the program for, during the holidays and on a trip that I was on. And then in January, when I said, okay, I'm going to get, back to the program to a T, um, and I went to weigh myself to have a baseline weight. I was surprised to find I had lost 4 pounds from the previous time that I had weighed myself, and like probably like 6 months before. And I was in shock because for the first time in my life, I have not gained pounds, or I haven't gained any weight during the holidays. And I had felt my clothes loose, which is usually what I go by. But just to get the baseline, I was like, oh, I'll just weigh myself and figure out, see where I am. And that's where I was. And I was happy. I was surprised and I was happy. But, I think one of the biggest things too has been the intermittent fasting. I was so afraid to do intermittent fasting. I had tried before Pastor Rita Fat Loss. Uh, I had even tried to do the bulletproof coffee, which I did not like. But I have found, well, first of all, because I was so energy depleted, literally the reason I got out of bed most times was because I knew I was going to eat breakfast. Like I loved breakfast. Love, love, love breakfast. And now I'm loving my intermittent fasting. Like even if I'm not, the times again during vacation or like times that have been, you know, more relaxed off the program, I've continued to continue with my intermittent fasting. I would say at least 99% of the time in my life. And surprisingly, I just feel great. I feel clear headed. I feel like I have a lot more energy. I feel like it helps me keep the nutrition of my whole day in check. Um, it just feels really good. It feels really good. I just my digestion, um, it, I could not say more good things about it. I've just found it amazing for my lifestyle, to do the intermittent fasting. So that's been amazing. I really also believe I thrived with, and it's something that I'm not only applied to Faster Root of Atlas, but I've been applying it to, I would say, every aspect of my life. And it's the focus of progress over perfection. Because as women, we tend to be really hard on ourselves. And I believe that as women, we have a ton on our plates, and we have a lot of responsibilities, and we're taking care of everybody. And it's so hard to take care of ourselves too. And we overcome so many things on a daily basis. We we're I believe we are warriors of life, and we don't celebrate ourselves. We tend to put ourselves down about everything. And um, hearing Amanda Tress talk about, not focusing on when we're falling short during the program, not, not putting ourselves down, focusing on small goals, celebrating ourselves for meeting those small goals, and those goals giving us the momentum to meet the bigger goals. Um, that was life changing for me, absolutely. And I think that is the basis of the whole program itself, the whole community, the way everyone is coached, uh, the fact that you're focusing on progress versus perfection, and it gives you patience about your journey. It gives you, it really creates the mindset that each day you're building onto a new lifestyle and something new instead of that quick fix that we're all so focused on. Um, I find it so enriching again because not only does it have an impact on our life, in our fitness and nutrition, but it can have an impact on every aspect of our lives. Um, I also love counting macros. I think it empowers us. Comparing it to other programs, and I will say I've done like millions of programs, every diet program, I've done it all. Um, you know, first of all, if you tell me I have to eat oatmeal, or if I have to, like, whatever you tell me that I need to eat, if you tell me what I have to eat, then I just do not want to eat what you're telling me that I want to eat. The fact that I'm counting macros and I get to structure the meals around what I want to eat and what I enjoy eating and cooking and what is convenient and easy for me as a working mom, that, I have to pack my meals for that, for the whole day. It's just, I think it empowers us to make the faster route of fat loss into our lifestyle. I think when we get a meal plan, we don't understand the structure of our meals. Do you know? I feel like, if you're always being told what to eat and then you have to go on vacation or anywhere, then you just don't know what to choose because you don't really start identifying what are the macronutrients that each food that you're having has. Even if at some point you're not counting macros after you've been doing it for a while, like, like an apple, it's high in carbs, that it has fiber, and if you have fish, or if you have tofu, you start knowing, and you become educated on what you're putting into your body. And then if you already have an idea of what your body needs, then it's much easier for you to take on this and keep moving in your life with this type of nutrition. So I found that it's very empowering. I find that I I truly believe there's nothing like this program out there at all. I find the fact that we're doing carb cycling, that we have the low carb days, we have the low macro days, that we're matching that with our workouts. I mean, it's just, and it's all backed by science. And the fact that as a coach, you have to educate yourself in all this science that supports this whole strategy. It's, it really makes it the best program out there. I truly believe it has changed my life. I find that every day I feel more passionate about it. Um, I, and I also, and I don't even remember if I mentioned it before, but the whole food nutrition as a vegetarian, and I think I mentioned before that I didn't have that many good time. I was a very good vegetarian at some point in my life. But in the past few years, I've been really good vegetarian, actually. A lot of salads, I eat a lot of vegetables. I enjoy my fruits. And I've really always felt that any supplement that we take should be a supplement to whatever food we are eating. It shouldn't be the basis. We shouldn't be dependent on powders or bars or all sorts of things um, to feed our bodies. I mean, I certainly use a few supplements, but as supplements, and especially because I'm vegetarian and sometimes it's difficult to get my protein. I I will do a protein shake from time to time. I try not to. I much rather eat my calories than drink them, but it's a good thing to have. But it is a supplement to the whole nutrition that I'm having. I am truly believe we have to eat all the colors of the rainbow. I really feel that fruits and vegetables were created because they're the ultimate fuel for our bodies. Um, I, I believe that if you eat animal protein, it should be quality animal protein. I do believe that the majority of our meals should come from the earth or have a mother. And that was very attractive to me. I think that that was one of the aspects that attracted me to the program when I heard Amanda Trust talking about it before I joined. The fact that it was based on whole food. Because I've just, I've never been interested in programs that, that are making me dependent on different products for it to be sustainable, because I don't think that can ever become your lifestyle. And I think that it's, yeah, I just don't see the point in it really. Um, again, whatever supplement you take should be something that supports the nutrition that you're already having. So, again, for me, it's been life changing. I've loved every minute of the program. It's been a learning curve, obviously. Some days might have been challenging, but I've love it. And the workouts are amazing. Uh, it's been very flexible for me. I have long days. There was a time that I was working out at 5 in the morning, but then I was sacrificing my sleep to go work out. Um, because I had to go to the gym, because I wasn't really sure what to do at the gym if I went to the gym like on my own. But the fact that I just can have these workouts on my phone, and they're hard workouts. I've always liked workouts where I feel sweating. I've never been the Zumba type of person. Um, I like my weights. I like pushing myself at the gym, and just the flexibility of having the workouts, challenging workouts that are changing, that are not making me bored because I'm doing the same thing every day, has been amazing. So, all this to say that those are the reasons why I've chosen to become a coach for the Faster Way to Fat Loss program. I have a lot of people that ask me about my nutrition, what I eat. A lot of people that see the whole food nutrition that I use and are intrigued and want to learn more. So when people are asking me, I'm in this new program that I feel like I've learned even so much more about it, and and if I just felt that if I got certified, it would make such a difference in me being able to support other women. And I have so many women in my life that, again, are struggling with their energy levels and inflammation in their body. And, we have conversations and they don't have an answer. They don't know where to go. Um, they don't seem to find anything sustainable or flexible with their lifestyle, because frankly, we like our whole foods, but we like our treats too. We want to be able to go to a wedding or go to an event, a family event, and enjoy. I love my Saturday brunches with my family, and I indulge, and it's fine, and I don't feel guilty. It's I think sometimes I'm at loss of words. I get so excited. I don't even know how to express myself, but I definitely think that it's a blessing to be able to contribute to other women's lives, supporting them with their nutrition and their well-being, because so many of us are pushing ourselves so hard, giving it our all to our families, to our jobs, to our communities, being able to support them and show them what a difference this will make in their lives is a blessing that I am grateful to be able to help them out with. So, thank you for watching. And if you'd like to share this video with anyone and have any questions, feel free to share and feel free to reach out. Again, I hope everyone has a rest of a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.